This segment is sponsored in part by AARP New York City.
Well, it is the time of year where people are getting in last-minute vacations, seeing family and friends. But for some, this can be a very lonely time, especially for seniors. Joining us now from AARP is Reggie Nance. He has some easy tips to beat the blues when feeling isolated. It is good to see you again, Reggie.
Likewise, Marisol. Thanks for having me again.
Of course. You're also such a dapper dresser. Before we get started, can you just tell folks or remind folks who don't know what AARP does? Give us a little background.
AARP is a nonprofit, nonpartisan, mission-driven organization. We work to empower people to live the best life possible at any age. We work to strengthen families and communities, and we advocate for the issues that matter most to the 50-plus, with a focus on health, financial stability, and personal fulfillment.
That's an excellent way to put it, and it makes complete sense. So let's get into the topic today, social isolation. It's not necessarily just about a feeling. It can really impact our health. Talk to us about that.
I'm glad you said that, because social isolation can be akin to smoking 15 packs of cigarettes a day when it comes to health.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine that. And in terms of health, it affects cardiovascular function, cognitive ability, and can lead to things like stroke, depression, and more. It is such an issue that the Surgeon General declared widespread loneliness a national health epidemic.
Yeah. It's so easy to forget that, but when you put it in that perspective, it really, that's a warning. So are older people more susceptible?
Most definitely, particularly in this post-pandemic world where they're navigating social interaction through a different lens. And to help them deal with that at AARP, we provide a host of both virtual and in-person events for them to stay connected, find volunteer opportunities, and more.
And so what are some of the other things that AARP is doing to help people who maybe feel lonely?
You know, during the pandemic, we came up with a wonderful new program called Friendly Voices. So someone is out there and they may feel isolated. They can call AARP and they can sign up to get a phone call once a week or once a month, however often they want to, from a trained AARP volunteer to still feel connected to the rest of the world.
That's a great word, a great name for it, Friendly Voices. I like that's a perfect name. I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about some other ideas besides Friendly Voices and what can be done.
There are things like walking in the park. It's a great way to meet new people. And speaking of walking in the park, pets. Pets provide companionship, and there are also health benefits to having a pet too as well. And the wonderful thing about a dog, if you adopt a dog, you've got to walk the dog, you go to the park, you meet new people. That helps to combat social isolation. And walking on top of that has its own health benefits too as well. That's
right. And you know, speaking of, on that note, we have partnered with you guys, AARP, on A New Leash on Life. It's a segment we look forward to every Thursday. We show viewers every week dogs. We just had Glowworm and Kima, and I bet there are people dying to adopt either of those two pets. So does AARP have a way to measure a person's risk for isolation?
Indeed, we do through our AARP Foundation. We have a website, connecttoeffect.org. People can go onto that website to take an assessment to find out if they're at risk for social isolation, and they can connect with resources there to combat it in their community.
Yeah. Reg, you gave us a ton of things to think about. Is there anything else that we can add that could help our senior population?
The important thing is don't be afraid to ask for help and support when you need it. And a special shout out to family caregivers. Caregivers can also feel isolated and alone. So it's important for those of us who know caregivers to connect with them, to call them. You know, a simple phone call can make a world of difference in the life of a caregiver. And then finally, when it comes to AARP, connect with AARP. Yeah. We have a number of tools and resources to provide people with volunteer opportunities, events, ways to meet new people, and you can go connect with us at aarp.org/local or our Facebook page, AARP NY. AARP wants people to know that you are not alone.
Reggie, thank you so much. You're always a vessel of information.
It's always a pleasure to be here, Marisol.
We'll be right back.